சேனல்ல போய் பாரு ஸ்ட்ரீமிங் வருதானே ஆமா அப்படியே வாட்ச் பண்ண விட்டு நான் ஒதுங்கிடவா
Fnatic can find a fight, but Liquid being safe, sitting up inside their base behind Miracle.
Yeah. Any unexpected talents we've seen? I think all the ones that I've seen are pretty much standards. I don't think anything's outside the box. No? Yeah, to me. I haven't seen Spectre one, the dagger cooldown being the you know, people have been taking that one pretty much every time now that we've seen in pubs instead of the 8 stats.
Oh, top. They look for the setup of GH. He's sat behind Miracles there with the fish to back him up. Has the ability to cancel the feed script from Pi. Will allow Miracle to walk up. Arbet does manage to get a 3-man avalanche. Indeed, that'll be enough for them to clean up GH. Miracle. By the missile, they're jumping in. He's got the Midnight Pulse, he's committed. He's got the PKB Black Hole to hold Miracle in place. No hesitation there from Universe. Sees the chance to get that big solo kill on Miracle. And with the BKB Black Hole, there is nothing that Liquid could do to save him. They tried with the light stream, but that was not going to be enough. So
it's just going to be a farming kills though. They could actually breach high ground out of this. They know the push is up, but that's a bit risky. Down, right? They know Fiend's Grip as well as Black Hole were used. I believe they know that the Relocate was used as well. That's going to be coming up soon, but the big one is, of course, Universe's Black Hole.
Yeah, they still have ways to bully them out of the pit, but it's going to be hard, especially when they're taking it down as quick as they are. It's the cooldown from Envy, they'll chuck the tree as well. Won't find the connection. Fnatic, can they actually get in there? There's the Fisher from GH blocking Envy out of the Worth and Miracle Spectre each and every team fight climbing back ahead as he does now have that Radiance online, so the fights are not going to get any easier for Fnatic.
He was trying to kind of bait them in there too. You saw him hitting 400 HP, but with the cheese, he's just like, I hope they turn for me. They did, yeah, he instantly pops it.
It's such an awkward position, you say, for Fnatic, because they feel like they...
5 seconds of his BKB there, and then they're able to re-engage on him afterwards.
Arbet, he's trying to jump to mind control. He will manage to take down one. Can he get Kura? And Kura channeling him. Oh, can they kill Arbet exactly? They don't get it. Kura will fall. Jay sits on his head as he gets tossed upon him. Universe tries with the BKB DPR, but the damage from Eternal Man is too high. Again, Liquid short. Fnatic got a couple of pickoffs, but it's another exchange that's favoring Liquid.
Yeah, and Matu. How did Matu start this game? 0-2, right? 9-2-4 now on this Broodmother. Incredible recovery, top of the net worth after everything that has played forward.
Now the question is, how well can Fnatic hold high ground? Pretty well, right?
Pretty strong. Just depends on if
it's gyro. I mean, with the tree throw,
it is
always pretty much cleans up a creep wave.
It's a good amount of pressure.
188. Be the one, but as we saw, they got it through here, and not really to sort of Fnatic's mistakes in the draft. This was an early group pick, wasn't it?
It was the third pick.
The pick straight up, and it short the start, as he has done here.
It's really just been these Roshans, right? The Roshans is really the big comeback for Liquid. Fnatic tried to do that neat little relocate bottom on the first one. It delays their Roshan a bit for Liquid to get there in time, so. Still with this Aegis, playing very confidently, having 4 heroes just perked around. The Broodmother as Miracle just farms in the backlands with Haunt available. And this is the, we're getting close to that item timing that we were saying for the Spectre that is absolutely terrifying. He gets this, the Manta's gonna make everything much harder for them to deal with. Just that extra damage, just more confusion inside the fights.
Invisibility.
What is the plan for Fnatic? It really feels like they have to make this team fight work with the Black Hole and the Jara, which they just haven't really had the chance to do so.
A really big important thing for Fnatic is just going to be making sure that they have at least a vision advantage going into these fights somehow versus Spectre. They want to know where people are positioned, and that's why I feel like that Pi bought a gem, because the map control is going to start to get more and more important to make sure that they can get these pickoffs whenever Liquid is split up, whenever they're doing this 4 on 4 and 1.
Radiant did scan down bottom, so they know that Miracle's hiding in the trees. Miracle is going to start to play around with Arbet, though. Arbet, the shadow. Hit him, Miracle. Popping himself out of there with the horn. In fact, the mid, the pressure being put on now. But Timberman walked himself up to the barracks. With that horn, Miracle was able to pick off Pylai Die.
That was Glyph used, and they took out the tier 3, and they got a kill out of that haunt.
This'll come in handy.
And still having Aegis. Now they put on some more map pressure, take a shrine, because that tier 3 has been taken. Some more economy for them, and they've accrued a 6k advantage. It's quickly climbing, while Fnatic is kind of stuck in their base, as Liquid does whatever they want on the map.
This is, as we said, at the start of the game it was like, oh, Liquid looking a bit rocky, but then Liquid was like, hey, hold on guys, we'll wait until we're sort of 20 minutes down the line, because this is back to being pretty much what you expect to see. Turning up a TI, doesn't matter how far behind they are, they'll find a way to get back in. The Black Hole will be dropped onto Matumba. Can they actually hit him off? He's still got the BKB, he's trying to retreat. Arbet is going to get caught up by DH jumping in with the Echo Slam onto Arbet. Matumba managing to keep himself alive. To toy around with Arbet, but the homing missile and Tritos will actually get Matumba finally killed off. Arbet does get bursted down by the Netherward that she tried to cast a spell.
It's a buyback from Matumba. You know the Enigma Black Hole's down. I guess they just want to try to push forward.
GH, Fisher, DJ, Miracle, to dive in aggressively. He's got Radiance, it's enough to kill off DJ. DJ keeping the distance, another dagger flies through, and DJ will be popped. Fnatic just getting pulled apart.
Arcane Rune Spectre, just a 4-second cooldown on the dagger, so he's pretty much 500 movement speed running this IO non-stop.
And it feels like this game may be borderline over. Liquid.
That was with the Aegis timed out as he got Black Holed as well. So it was a pretty unfortunate thing for Liquid, but either way they were able to sustain it. Yeah, just seeing the power.
I mean, this is Liquid sending a message. It's like, look, we can pick third pick Brood, you can counter us, you can win the lanes, you can get 10k advantage in the first 15 minutes, but then we'll come back and we'll win the game. And they've got the horn, they're going in. Universe pop the BKB, Pylai getting focused down by Miracle. Pylai is gone, and having to retreat up, but he's going to jump in with the combo onto Miracle. Isn't enough to bring Miracle down, though. He's got the dagger to get back off the base. The homing missile still chasing him down, but Tumberman will fall, so he's down for 2 minutes. Miracle does get stunned up on the side. Kuro comes in with a frostbite onto Arbet, but now Kuro himself in trouble as the homing missile's inbound. Fnatic looking to chase down and take another off Liquid.
Look at the top.
They're going straight in.
They're going.
They're going for the push. The Miracle will buy back instantly as soon as he sees that play come in. As his buyback will force them back, but Fnatic certainly showing us that they do still have those signs of life, the classic signs of Fnatic life as well. They're now behind. This is where they're ready to play.
Yeah.
So, if anything, this is just setting out to be the game that we could have hoped to start TI. We're seeing it all. We're seeing Fnatic win lanes. We're seeing them throw games. We're seeing them bring back the games into their favor. Slightly. It's still a lead for Liquid, but it could go that way. We see some other sort of crazy IO plays. I mean, we know that IO in DJ's hands, it's terrible. We've seen it already this year. But when it comes into sort of late game plays, late game calls like that, to go for the split for the rat, Fnatic, they've got it down to a T. And Liquid have to be careful about these plays sort of outmaneuvering them.
And they have to be careful right now. This is their time that they that we lose the game, but lose at least a barracks because there's no proof for 40.
Yeah, he's dead for 40 seconds.
Control protecting his netherworld as best as possible. The daggers begin. They will get a range Rex, Envy. Continue forward.
Team of the Fishing Universe goes in with a BKB, but Cole on to Illusion. He doesn't get it at all, as he's got the retreat now. Miracle's there, ready to lead in there, jumping full GH with the slam. That's going to be Universe. Okay, DJ saving Envy just in time. But Miracle's there to chase down, of course, with Horn will still pick up DJ, and he does get himself back to base. Arbet being chased, there's a missile onto Miracle. Arbet's flying up the chance of going back in, but no, he heads up to the high ground. They know, they see him, they've got the Fisher play from GH. Arbet nearly gets Miracle. Miracle's got to be careful, but he's keeping himself off the side. Toss the avalanche, the missile. Miracle nearly killing himself. The sat side doesn't quite do it as he has Glimmercade. Miracle will live. They do kill off Arbet on top of that cliff. Now Arbet is down for 100 seconds. You got no Universe for 40 seconds, no DJ for 60.
All of Liquid's up now too, so it's pressure time. And their waves are in an okay spot. Top is pushing a little bit, but they've got mid and they've got bottom already forced in, so they can make their way down bottom.
And we love it. Butterfly into Rapier. The question, are we going to see this game go on to the point where it goes to Rapier? Maybe. With the way that this game's going up and down short.
Rax is dead.
The Rax, for sure.
And
I mean, it's a bit long for 70 seconds. I mean, how long until the Black Hole's back up? 80 seconds. Now it's looking really rough for Fnatic. Liquid have a large opening here to really clean up the base. Unless Envy can do some crazy plays on the gyro, we'll have, as we say, DJ back with him in 20. That is a second set of racks cleaned up by Liquid.
And this is a double siege creep wave coming in with Liquid too. Perfect timing for them as they're pushing this.
I'm going to be able to take GH out straight away. GH will buy back immediately to remember the BKB trying to come in onto the racks, but now he's backing up. The BKB's starting to wear up. He's got the move speed of the webs. The slip from the ball's not quite enough to hold him back, as they will back off, but at the same time, this is Fnatic pushing Liquid away from Fnatic's final set of racks. So they do keep that last lane alive.
It's important to do that at least. They prolong it, right? You want Envy to get that Rapier.
Can they contest Roche though? As we say, it's another bit of time where they do not have
I think
the
they
black
have
hole.
to.
They don't have the black hole though.
You can't give like Aegis.
They don't have the BKB on Envy.
Yeah,
still down for 30 seconds. He's trying to go in. The Horde's going to be popped immediately. Frostbite, the zap, the life drain onto Envy. He needs help. He needs help. There can't be any help. DJ gets control on the side. He couldn't get in with the save. So that's going to be Envy dead. He buys back straight away. Pylite die as well. Looking to get back into the game. Arbet with the BKB and the damage. Is it enough for the Spectre to go down? It isn't, as he's going to be fine. Miracle gets himself down to the low ground and out of harm's way as Liquid keep control around the pit. Another attempt to fight around there, but they didn't quite have the black hole. They do now have the black hole back up, and in fact, Roshan still at about half health.
Universe has to heal though. He's back at base
He's
right
got
now.
that black hole. If he can get there.
Get in there. DJ's dead for 50
He's
though.
TPing over. Did walk back to base, so he still had the TP available. Liquid know though. They're up on the high ground. They know that the black hole is back up.
They're playing impatient. They're letting Miracle run around, pick up items. At the heart now finished, so there comes the regen.
The Dagon getting scared up as well.
Yeah, they're playing impatient. They know that Fnatic's the one really under the gun here to make sure that Liquid doesn't get the rush. While Liquid, they know they're so comfortable in this game now. Let the action come to them. They have to, I mean, they've got Haunt in 50 seconds if they really wanted. They can wait that whole time while Miracle just walks around farming the map. It's Fnatic. They don't take the rush fast enough, even if it's low. Base also continues to get pressured. Those two waves. To side lane, or the mid lane as well as the side lane bottom. On 28 seconds.
Really do something about that middle tower.
That Rapier has become a dream. Have the buyback. Let the smoke come out. They're going to try to take advantage of Spectre Haunt being down for a few seconds,
and
but
he doesn't have flak for 25 seconds.
yeah.
So he's fighting without flak here.
Miracle just starts running in. He knows Haunt's coming back up. He's got a heart. He's got no fear walking into all this right now.
Base, they're losing tier 4s. The creeps. Oh, there's the ping going to come out from Pylite Eye.
And now Liquid's ready to go on the. They've got Haunt ready, and look at where Look where Miracle's positioned himself, just completely in the front line still.
Like, as for you, how do you find the black hole is going to be so hard? They are fairly grouped up though now. City does it. They'll get in. They'll jump in now. Doesn't manage to get the two-man black hole there, and with that control, they'll be able to burst down Miracle. Miracle does not have buyback. He has. It's still on cooldown for a minute and 40 seconds. So short Liquid. They got the Roshan, but Tumberman was able to get the Aegis Cheese and Refresher. But they're actually all GH. Gets the slam. He's able to keep one, but he's going to lose his life for that. Now there's 2 heroes dead. 100 seconds. They may have got the Roche, but Liquid. They're 2 people down for 100. They do not have buyback.
They're gonna run to the base
Fnatic could just go.
Yeah, they're gonna run to the base though here. The tier 4 is down to 100.
So Mike's gonna try for the split.
Yeah, Mind Control is gonna try to split it off here. Matumba has Boots of Travels as well, but this is very concerning here. And he's just running in.
He is.
Uh-oh.
They're just going for this force. The man looking towards Arbed. Arbed's dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Envy. As well, he's been Jagrepify live drain. He'll turn towards the man DJ, getting focused on the spider. They've got the Jagrepify, the burst damage, and okay.
Alright.
This is what.
Well, Matumba Man's still pretty scary even on his own, throwing just a couple spells.
Alright, so yeah, another next level player from Liquid's like, well, we'll let GH die. We'll let Miracle die for 100 seconds. They're going to go straight for the tier 4s, and then we're just going to send a spider at them. And it's all going to be okay. And it actually looks like it should be. I mean, Universe is the black hole back. Not for some time. I know he has
80 seconds.
He has, of course, no, he's not quite got the Octarine. He didn't quite finish it off, so he hasn't got that reduced cooldown. And he's got no buyback. There's still no suspect. Miracle's down for 35 seconds. That is going to still leave that 50-second window where they are without a gyrocopter.
It's pretty absurd how hard Broodmother hits at level 25.
Yeah.
That talent. 200% lifesteal, 200 bonus damage.
You're not killing it. If you can't kite him or keep him off you, any right click you get, bam, he is gone.
Like, look at this. Watch how fast he turns. Like, Abed hasn't built any armor in this game, so he is a bit low on the armor. So versus that AC, look how quick he chunks him down. Look at the damage on the spider.
Look
just quickly runs right through them.
I've just noticed we got a new stat as well. You see that, folks? We've got APM. We StarCraft now, boys.
I didn't even see that.
Look at that. APM of Universe, only 150. Oh, no, GH's APM, 250. Who's got the best APM?
Wait, where do you see that? Am I blind?
Look, just above the talents.
Oh, I do see it. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
we've got an APM counter, boys. Who's got the best APM? Is it? Oh, only 100 on the Brood. That's pretty low. Timber.
247 on Abed.
Wait, how has he got so much more APM than
It's just clicking. He's just clicking a lot more. Let me click a lot.
Ah, yes.
If you click between movements, that all counts. Every little action, right?
Are you saying that's the? I like that.
I like that.
I like more.
I always like APM. APM is always. Oh, Kuro.
Oh, only 87. Someone get that man an auto clicker. He's a bit faster.
Another arcane rune for Miracle this time around. Oh, that 4-second dagger cooldown, and he's also got the refresher shard now too.
What they didn't get the racks. Didn't get the racks.
They didn't get the racks, but they have a 20k gold advantage.
Kuro with that heart.
Oh, Kuro. That was Kuro's heart.
That's Kuro's heart, my friend.
I did see it on the courier, but I didn't think it was his.
I mean, yeah, with a freezing field, if he sits there and lets it go, it's going to be hard to stop him from letting it go. And there's a refresher shot still on GH. Ooh.
Oh, they gave it to GH. Okay, I thought they were just going to keep it on Miracle.
It's a 92% win rate. Oh, sorry, win probability. I feel like I would actually give Fnatic more than the 8% because it's Fnatic. You know what I mean? They do crazy stuff.
The scary thing
they're very far behind this game.
They're so reliant on Universe getting like a 2 or 3 or more black hole. But they have buybacks, they have Aegis, they have Cheese now at this point coming back up, right?
Oh, this could be the downfall though. I see MV. He's
did he switch it?
He switched the rapier out as quick by comment. You know you need the rapier. I mean, sure.
He might be getting to the point.
Very good against the spider.
And against the mega creeps once they're inevitably probably going to get against the mega creeps, right?
Yeah. And of course, yeah, the Ag's tether bonus from the IO. But it's not a rapier.
It's not a rapier. We wanted it.
It's alright. As I said, this game's going to be either 20 minutes or 200 minutes. We're going to get to the point where he has a rapier, I'm sure. I mean, there's been lots of times where it felt like this game was going to be over and it just hasn't been. This is one of those, like, the third Broche is usually one of those big ones though, right? It's like you get the double slam, you get the cheese, and you get, most people are starting at the level 25, they're just getting their buybacks. So you look at Miracle, he's farming a bit, not for an item, it looks like he's just farming for buyback. I mean, so he can buy back Haunt if he just runs in. I was going to say, I think it's sort of, you were saying, sure, GH is the flashy player, but is there not sort of an argument that the refresher shot's even nice from the Spectre? I think usually it's just better on the Spectre, but having more disables is never a bad thing. Like, Earthshaker is one of the better carriers of it as well. Even his double fissure.
in a lot of situations can be game changing. You just hit like a 3-man fissure into a second 3-man fissure. Sometimes you don't even need the double echo. Just
Here we go. Timmerman up on the barracks. But the BKB looks towards Envy. Envy's got the heal and regen from DJ. So he's pretty much back up to full, but Timmerman has to back away.
that was BKB and Satanic by Envy, right? Yeah, so 30 seconds Satanic, 60 on BKB.
Yeah, still the BKB down, of course, as well on the Timber. So he himself will have to hold back before he goes in for another push like that.
All the momentum is pushing in onto Fnatic, though. All 3 lanes.
Yeah. They okay ways, as we said, to clean it out. Arbet with the cleave, with the trees, and Envy, of course, with the flak. But at the same time, using flak to sort of de-push the waves may mean that Liquid could sort of choose to take a fight where he's not going to have it up, which is a large amount of damage output when the Black Hole's landing. I guess the same to be said if you have this tiny. If you get a good black.
They have Pop Glyph.
They do. They have got the Black Hole available. Universe find an option to get in. The Rat's pretty much dead here. As Miracle, he'll look to go forward. They do have the tree toss onto Miracle. He's going to get stunned up as well. Universe going in with the BKB. Takes a bit of damage there from the Blade Man of Miracle, but it's not enough to kill off. Universe actually taking out for the Radiance though, but Timmerman moves it. Buyback straight away from Fnatic. Can they hold though? They're without the Black Hole. Remember, there's no more horn available for Miracle, but they're still so strong here, Liquid, as they head straight away with the Fissure on Twilight Eye. GH with the double slams. Sam getting them all. Universe will come in with the Black Hole onto 3, but it's not enough. Fnatic hit the deck. GG is called, and Liquid at 50 minutes and 30 seconds will first game here on this stream of the International 2018 stages.
What a swing. What a turnaround.
What an up and down game. It's pretty much as we hope. We hope to see some excitement from these two teams. We saw some different picks, some variety and sort of play. Some sort of surprises, some sort of exciting stuff. You know, the fact that Liquid did